Good evening, guys. Welcome back once again to the channel. It is your boy Vexed here, as always, and we are back with the Carbon Collective Motorsport for, could you believe it, week 10 or round 10 of the Saturday Sprint Series. Obviously, the Sunday Series has kicked off now as well. I think they just finished week 4, hosted by Wayne Mawson, and the commentator for that one is Ice Chand himself. He's actually doing the comms for that one, so make sure you go and check out his channel. Anyway, so we are into the first race of the evening, 4 15-minute races, as always, in the sprint race format. So we had 10 minutes of qualifying. This is how the grid stands after that 10 minutes. We got Thomas on pole, Wenny G is there in second place, Mawson is there in third, Ice Chand is fourth, Pickle is fifth, Vexed in sixth, Dan Bailey seventh, Smurf eighth, and Asbo in ninth. So this week we are in the S15 Silvia Gr4 touring car, as chosen by Mawson after winning the shootout against Thomas last week, because obviously there were 2 apiece, so it went to a shootout. Mawson was the overall winner, and we are here today at Sardegna Road Track B. So without further ado, let's get into it. And they're off. Thomas getting a really good getaway there from the start. Wayne G following him there in second place. Mawson looking like he's going to try and take that position away from Wayne G. He's going to have a look up the inside early doors. Wayne G's actually covered it off, and Ice Chand getting a move done there on Mawson. Ice Chand up to third place now. Mawson is down to fourth. We got Vexed up to fifth there as well. Vexed on the back of Mawson now. Vexed running the Miles Morales livery there. Dan Bailey in 6th place at the moment, Smurf in 7th. That was Pickle there having a massive moment. He had a massive drift on what these cars are normally known for. Asbo there in the Fast and the Furious livery, representing Brian. Smurf, he's there in 7th place. He had quite a good start there, didn't he? Everybody running some really nice liveries this evening. So Dan Bailey is still chasing down Vexed at the moment. Is he going to be able to get that move done? And we've got that trainer cars up ahead of Mawson, Chand, Wayne G and Thomas. We'll have a look at what's going on here. So Wayne G goes for the move there against Thomas. Actually manages to... Oh, who was that? I think Smurf received a tag there. But Thomas still in the lead of the race. Wayne G now up to second place. Ice Chand not far behind him in third, with Mawson following him in fourth. So they're just approaching the end of lap 1. A few moves have been made, a few positions have changed. Thomas looking like he started to pull away now from Wayne G. Wayne G was covering off that inside early. Don't think he wanted Chand to get a move done. Oh, Mawson going to be inside there of Chand. And who was that? Wayne G. Wayne G must have made a mistake somewhere. Dropping down the order now. So Ice Chand is up to second place. Vexed is there in third. Oh no, who's that? Mawson. Mawson's gone straight off into the barrier. Where's he going? That's not where the track goes, Mawson. Dan Bailey, he's up to 4th place behind Vex there. Asbo finding himself up in 5th. Go on, Asbo. Must be the Fast and the Furious livery. Pickle, he's there in 6th place at the moment, being followed by Wayne G, Mawson and Smurf. And it looks like Pickle's actually letting everybody go past him, so I'm not too sure what happened there, but Wayne G will move up to 6th place now. Followed by Mawson there in 7th. Then we have Smurf in 8th, Pickle in 9th. Meanwhile, Thomas trying to get away from Chand now. Putting in them purple sectors. Oh, Thomas with a bit of a deep line through that last turn. He managed to keep it on the track though. Didn't lose control of the car. Oh, a bit of a twitch there on the exit. The penultimate turn. You can see Vexed not far behind, and Dan Bailey. So third and fourth, still not too far behind. First and second. Thomas will come through to set a new fastest lap. And Chand actually beats him as well. So Thomas put in a 149.705. Chand just in there with a 149.544. Obviously, the benefit of the slipstream. He's also running the ducktail on that S15, so maybe a little less downforce for Chand. Gives him a bit of an edge along the straights. Obviously, I'm not sure that's actually a thing with these being balance of power races, but maybe it is. So we're just on board with Vexed at the moment. He's actually managed to start creeping away from Danny Bailey, but still yet to try and close onto the back of Chand up ahead. He's a couple of seconds behind at this point. A few car lengths, and it actually looks like Chand has started to catch Thomas. Thomas looking a little bit squirrely up ahead in first place. So there's Vexed, and we'll go with Dan Bailey. We'll have a look at Dan Bailey for a minute. So Dan Bailey also running that ducktail. The ducktail spoiler on the rear of the car does give it a very unique look. Does it look like he is starting to drop out of the slipstream range on Vexed up ahead. Wants to try and keep that gap ideally. It will help him. But there is a nice gap now to Asbo, who is in 5th place, holding 5th against Wayne G, but Wayne G is going to get that move done surely. They're actually having a drag race down the start-finish. Wayne G is on the inside. In fact, no, he has crept ahead of Asbo now. Asbo tucking back into that slipstream. Will he have a look up the inside, though? Maybe trying to go for a switch back there, Asbo? No, not quite. So Wayne G firmly through to 5th place now. After that moment, I think it was lap 2. So Asbo still going to try and attack, maybe retake that position. Currently 6th place. Then we have Mawson in 7th. He's in the Falcon liveried S15. Then we have Pickle not too far behind. But we have lost sight of Smurf now. Not too sure where Smurf is. There he is. Down in 9th place. We saw he had that moment earlier. I wasn't sure if he was hit or not, but he was definitely sideways at one point, wasn't he? Oh, just clipping the barrier ever so slightly there. Very tricky corner. Was catching a few people out. It caught me out more than once. So Smurf running there in 9th place. There's a very decent livery as well. Well done, Smurf. Give you extra points for that. So Thomas still holding on to 1st place at the moment with Chand not far behind. Chand has definitely crept up onto his bumper now. Chand looking for the move there. Let's have a little quick on board. He's trying to take the tighter line. Maybe get the better exit there against Thomas, but Thomas is defending really well. He's not really giving much opportunity for Chand to have a look at the inside. Just closing it off just enough. Chand definitely piling on the pressure now though. Actually trying to have a look around the outside there. Very, very close on the exit. Oh, almost. I think there was almost a tiny bit of contact there. Thomas loses the rear on the exit. The rear of that car just wanting to step out. But he's having a look up the inside now. Here is an answer for Chand. Is he going to be able to get it up the inside? No, Chand still enough ahead to keep that position. But Thomas is still there, still putting the pressure on. This battle for first place is really starting to heat up now. Thomas hot on the heels of Ice Chand. Ice trying to stay cool as a cucumber, but that is a lot of pressure there from Thomas. We know Chand though, don't we? He's a cool customer. Not too much phases him. And Thomas manages to get that move done temporarily. He is up to first place. Chand dropping back down to second. Has Chand now got an answer for Thomas? Oh no, Chand off into the barrier. That's unlucky, Chand. That's going to allow Vex through now. Vex up to second place. Chand absolutely lighting them rear tyres up as he gets that car going. I think he might lose that position to Wayne G as well. Wayne G looking like he may have the momentum, but no, Chand is actually, yeah, he's on his way again. Chand definitely on his way again. So Vex up to second place now. Still a little way behind Thomas. Can he start to catch him though, or will Thomas start stretching his legs, creep off into the sunset? And looking like Vex is actually starting to close that gap. So not having too much of a bad run at the moment. Nice and clean through that last turn. So Ice Chand still in a battle with Wayne G now. This is probably the closest battle on track, is it? We'll have a quick look down through. So yeah, the gaps have started to form now. Dan Bailey not too far behind Pickle. Asbo a little way off. Smurf started to creep up back onto the rest of the cars now. So where were we? We've got Chand and Wayne G. Chand actually looking like he's starting to creep away from Wayne G now. 11.5 minutes in to this 15-minute sprint. And Chand doing really well at the moment to stay ahead of Wayne G. Both very quick drivers. Wayne G looking like he almost dipped a wheel onto the grass there. That may have unsettled the car, but it was margins, wasn't it? There was pixels between him and that little grass verge. So Wayne G unable to close that gap as yet. He was closer, wasn't he? So looking like Chand is really pushing to try and extend that gap now. And then we look back to 5th place and Mawson. Mawson lapping in the 1 minute 50s. 1 minute 50.378 was his fastest. And Pickle running in 6th place. We've not seen a lot of Pickle, have we, so far this season? Obviously Mawson featured, didn't he, very heavily last week. Had an absolutely cracking run in the Audi TTs. So yeah, Pickle looking to try and close that gap now to Mawson, but with only a couple of minutes to go, although there is a yellow flag. Oh, it's Wayne G. Wayne G is off. He's down to 5th, down to 6th place now. Mawson up to 4th. So there he is, Wayne G. He may also lose that position to Danny Bailey. Bailey not far off him now. Gwynald's got his work cut out. Nice bit of breathing space though to Asbo down in 8th place. And Asbo will surely bring that home unless he has a moment. Smurf some way off again. He'd started catching them up, but he must have had a moment again somewhere. So Thomas with a bit of a wiggle on. Oh, he's on the grass again. I'm not sure how he manages to take that line and keep the car settled. But he is a bit of a magician. He's a wizard, Harry. So this may be the final lap. Is it the final lap for Thomas? He may get one more. I think he's going to cross the finish line before the 15-minute mark. And he does, so he will finish another lap. Is Vex going to get through? He actually does. Chan does. So I think Mawson will be the first. So yeah, Mawson finishing in 4th place. Then we've got Wayne G. Wayne G managing to stay ahead of Danny Bailey at the end there to take 5th. We've got Danny Bailey coming home in 6th. Pickle sliding across the line in 7th. He's going to join Danny Bailey. Asbo has joined in the fun there as well. He finishes in 8th place. Then we have Smurf. Smurf, he's going to come around the final turn now. He will come home in 9th place. So well, it's a last, well, it's not a last lap battle, is it? Because the cars aren't close enough, but Thomas on a bit of a victory lap now with Vexed not far behind in 2nd place, although Chand may be catching in 3rd. May turn out to be a bit of a battle between Chand and Vexed if Vexed has a moment before the end. We're going to have to go on board with Thomas though, as he is coming up to the penultimate turn. He's in the final sector now. There we go, through the penultimate turn. He's going to be coming through the final turn anytime soon. This one here. And he's going to take the checkered flag in this first race of the evening. Well done, Thomas. GG, mate. Slides it across the line. And Vexed is going to come home and take that 2nd place. Chand will finish in 3rd. Well, that was the first race of the evening, guys. Chand into the barrier at the end there. Go on, Chand. Well, that was the first race, guys. I'll be back with the second one very shortly. I hope you enjoyed that one. I've been your boy Vex. This has been the Carbon Collective Motorsport. Good night.